Hey YouTube, this is Kelly Love. Today I'm just doing a quick video. You see I got some lines sprayed out here. Just got some paint I had out here, and I'm just trying to edge up the yard in the back, make it look a little neater. So I have a little definition, of course, between this mulch and this grass out here. And I plan on doing some planting, as I've been talking about in previous videos. Today is getting ready, in between rain, but sometimes I'll work out here when it's drizzling. So far I've just kind of drawn a line around where the grass is a little sparse and weedy, and just cutting it out so that I can drop some mulch down here. And I just weed whack down some of, see how that grass is growing? Well, I kind of whack some of this down so I can just go ahead and drop some more of these. I got a couple mounds of mulch, so I'm going to just put it down here and drop it down this trench and keep working my way around. So far I've got to this point, doing it all by myself, of course. So far I've been mixing up some dirt. I got some topsoil delivered to the driveway, and I'm just mixing that in with some compost manure and mixing it up. A little bit of peat in there too, peat moss, and I'm just mixing it all up. I got cardboard under this dirt. I've got grass clippings piled and kind of smashed out in this to kind of keep the weeds down to start out. So we'll see. I think there's a couple areas in here where I have soil, but there is no protective part of it. So it's probably going to be areas where it's going to be weeds coming up, some where they're not. Doesn't matter. I'm going to have to pluck weeds no matter what method you use. At some point there will be weeds. But just to keep some of the work down, and since this backyard is such a weedy place, I decided to put some things down to try to prevent it. So it's quite a bit of cardboard in there. I got bags across the back piece, which I'll finish that later. I'm just trying to finish the front part that you see the most first. I have to work piece by piece because I do most of this alone. My husband is around, but he is not able to do this. He should not be doing this, so I do it myself. I'm still going to be adding more dirt to pile this up high enough so that I can take these shade plants out and get them down here. I got more pots on the side of the house, which are more hostas and more ferns. And once I pile this up some more, I'll finish it. So right now I'm just working on kind of giving a little definition back here. I just want it to look a lot nicer. I want it to look like a yard. This house didn't have any landscaping done when I moved here, so most of what is out here I've been doing myself. So right now I'm cutting into that so I can take some of that and spread it out here and make it look a little nicer. And I'll have less grass to cut the next time I cut the grass, which I'll be cutting in a few days. So anyway, this is what I'm doing so far. And then I'm gonna kind of cut that in right out here to kind of separate it from this, and then finish up that little garden area over here, which used to be edged up pretty good, but I gotta redo it because for a while I was sick. I wasn't able to do much, and nobody really does it like me. When I ask for help, most people don't know what they're doing. People say they want to do yard work and they don't really know. So I do it myself, and I always say, if you want to get something done right, do it yourself. So that's what I'm doing. So I will be cleaning all this up. I take care of my dapper willows. Something strange going on with them, so I'm gonna cut some of those branches off and see what I can do by cleaning that up a little bit. I don't know what that pasilla tree right there is doing. I don't know what that's gonna do, but anyway, however you pronounce it, I don't really know how to pronounce it. But anyway, I'm trying to clean all of this up. I'm gonna move that out of here. This tree got moved and it's not doing good. This is a Sistina plum. I don't know what happened. My son moved in and put it in here, and I have no clue what he did when he put it in the ground. So if it dies, it just dies. I'll have to replace it. So cleaning up, got a couple pampas grass back here, and I'm gonna clean up everything around them and get some mulch around them just to make it a little neater. They're probably gonna be a great challenge to dig out, so I'm gonna just leave them in. But I got this pretty peppermint grass, it's peppermint peppermint reed grass. That's beautiful. It gets super tall and it's so pretty, but it's slowly creeping into this bed. It's been several years, probably been about five or 6 years since I had it, but I love it, but I need to move it, so I'm gonna dig more of that out. Dug some out, but I got more to go. So all this is gonna look fantastic when I get done. So I'm just trying to pace myself, clean this up around here, and I'm gonna go all the way up to that point up there. And then of course we got other stuff to do. We've got deck to paint. I have a flat walkway I'm trying to create, because as soon as you come off those steps, it's straight hill. So I'm gonna flatten that out over here. I'm gonna create another step situation here to come down to this part of the yard. And I have this garden bed. I got a edge around this as well. And over here I got a spot where I used to have cannas. I'm gonna have to turn that into a garden area, because that's super hard dirt right there, and somebody's gonna crack an ankle in there. So I'm gonna have to dig that out and create a little garden. I got some more plants that can come out here that need full sun, that can't go in the front. So I'm just working on cleaning up, fine-tuning this yard. It's pretty hard when you gotta do everything by yourself, but I'm a trooper. I can do it. I got more stuff to clean up. I had a walkway I need to create up here, and from that to here to there. And I have to straighten up this little garden area. And right now I'm gonna call it quits on this, but anyway, we got work to do. A lot of painting, and we got some sanding we gotta do first. And I gotta finish putting, I'm gonna put plants in here and just make that a planter, since it's not working anymore. These were potato experiment. We'll check those out in another month or so. And those plants in here, this is what's going in here. And I'll probably add a few more things as well. And these are papers that I had on the walkway years ago, but I took them out to change the size of the bed, which is that bed out there over there. And just take that walkway all the way to the edge of this little brick bed here. And I got my banana trees in here. I'm gonna put some elephant ears out here, and a few other things I'm gonna pop out here. And that's my Japanese bloodgrass, the little grass that's coming up in the black. That's Japanese bloodgrass. I love it. I've had that since I moved here. That's been since 2014. And here are two of my elephant ears right here, but I have more coming. So anyway, and these are my experimental dappled willows that I planted from clipping it last year. And little pieces of my Sistina plum right here. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna leave them in there as long as I can until I can repot them and maybe make new bushes out of them. So anyway, still working on this, and I'll come back later and show you another part to this. See you later. Bye-bye.